All right, friends, welcome back to another day of learning about foundational skills. I found my second grade school picture right here, so I figured I'd share it with you to start off our learning this week. Look at Miss Sherman, baby Miss Sherman there. All right, so I figured it's my favorite superhero, so we're just going to start the week off with this. So everybody get ready. Superman always does this. So on three, ready? 1, 2, 3. I can do it. Today I can identify two-syllable, that's a schwa, words spelled with A. Today I also can read and spell snap or trap words. And lastly, today I can identify and write the correct homophones in the sentence stems. All right, so this week we're learning about something called a schwa sound. So you may be looking at me like, Miss Sherman, you're crazy. What are you having us do? And so today, although we have 26 sounds in the alphabet for letters, there's also other sounds that we make in when they're in words. And today the sound is schwa. The schwa sound is it makes the sound. So any vowel in the alphabet can make this sound. If you ever see it written on a piece of paper, which you probably never will, it's really not that important to know, but I figured it'd be fun to know. This is the symbol, the upside down E. So whenever you see this, you know that the word is going to say So for example, right here you have the word amaze. So normally when you see the vowel A, you would say for apple. So we would do A, apple, But this in the schwa sound, it would be So if the letter's at the beginning of a word, it's not So here we have maze. So if you notice, the A in the middle of the word still makes the sound. So maze. Maze. So the schwa sound is And this example is shown at the beginning of a word. Another schwa sound, or another example of the beginning of the word schwa sound is agree. So here we have again, this is the symbol for schwa sound. And here is the word agree. So it starts with the letter A, and instead of saying apple, you're saying agree, agree. So a sentence I have here is, I agree. I think we should stay inside to stay safe. I hope you guys are still staying safe. Now, we can also have a schwa sound at the end of a word. So, just like in the last slide, we have agree, where the A is at the beginning of the word. If the letter is at the end of a word, like chime you also make the schwa sound. So, chime okay? And here we have yog Good. So here we have A having the schwa sound, chine and yog Good. All right, so here we go. Here's some examples of beginning and ending schwa sounds. I'll move myself a little bit. I'll move it down here. Okay, so here, repeat after me. The A is at the beginning of the word, so it's going to have the sound. So say long, void, maze. And here we go. Here's an example of the ending schwa sound. So So sofa is another word that we use for couch. Now I want you guys to try this word. What do you think? How do you think you'd say this? Good. You'd say agree. All right. Next word is yoga. Look, we have the ending of the A. Same thing here. China, because the A is at the end of the word. Son, because the A is at the end of the word again. Panda. And where is the A in this word? Good. It's at the end. So if the letter's at the end, then the schwa sound would be at the end. So tundra. All right. I want you to practice this one. What is this one? Good. I see that the A is at the beginning of the word, so I know the beginning of the word is going to start with So I'd go cross, round, awake, alone, rig, among at the beginning. So here's the two. You see how these are all at the beginning and these are all at the end. Good. All right. Now we're going to transition into snap or trap time. So this week we're not going to spell every word out, but we are going to do a little bit of practicing whether it's a snap or trap word, or we're going to see sentences you can make with these words. All right. So repeat after me. Say inside. So this is a picture of inside here. I hope I can't give that away. I want you to turn and talk to a partner. Give me a sentence using the word inside. Good. All right. So inside is a trap word. This is a trap word because you do not hear every sound in the word. So for example, I would say for I, n, s, I, d. So you do not hear the E. The E is silent because it gives all its power to I. So this is a magic E, therefore making this a trap word. All right, the next word is another. Repeat after me. Say another. Good. All right. A sentence I could make with the word another is, we had to go to another store. This is an example of a store. Because they didn't have milk my mom wanted. They did not have the milk my mom wanted. So here's an example of another. And look, it even has the beginning schwa sound. So instead of saying another, it would be another. Schwa, Good. All right. The next word, repeat after me, say isn't. Good. What is this word? We've talked about this a lot. I see that it has an apostrophe at the top. Good. This is a contraction. So the word isn't is a contraction. And the two words that make isn't is and not. And remember, when you have the word not in a contraction, you're taking out the O and you put an apostrophe there instead. So instead of the O there, you take out the O and you add the apostrophe. Now, I want you to turn and talk or think in your head. Think. Is this a snap or a trap word? So a snap word would be I could hear every single sound in the word, and a trap word, it would be a word that I cannot hear every sound in the word. Isn't. If you said it's a snap word, you are correct. I know all of you got that correct because you can hear every sound. Isn't. Good. All right, the next word, pretty. You guys all are very pretty. All right, I challenge you to give somebody that you're living with a compliment today using the sentence pretty. So Either you pause me right now and you tell them, or you tell them after this video is over. I think anybody that heard this would be very happy. All right, the sentence I used is Miss Dabbs's hair looked very pretty today. So here's Miss Dabbs at the beginning of the year when she came in and she had the most beautiful hair. Figured I'd share that with you guys. All right, the next word, repeat after me, is similar. Good. All right, I want you to think in your head. Think. Is this a snap or a trap word? Good. This is a snap word because you can hear every sound in this word. So similar. Good. These boys look similar to one another. All right. The last word is process. Repeat after me. Say process. Good. All right. A sentence that I use with the word process is, it is a long process to learn the English language. It is. And I am so proud of the growth that you guys have made this year. And I hope that you guys are continuing to practice your English at home as well as your first language. But know that it's a long process to acquire a new language. All right, so now I am going to read a decodable text to you guys. So I want you to clean out your ears, and I want you to be in a space where you can hear me very well. And if you can, I want you to read and follow along with me as I read on the screen. All right, this week, the decodable text is about the life cycle of moths and butterflies. So this is really exciting because I know that you guys learned about butterflies and the life cycle before this whole thing happened. So you guys are already going to be experts on this. All right. Do you think butterflies and moths are animals or insects? You're right. Butterflies and moths are both insects. Butterflies and moths are similar to each other. They both have wings and with pretty patterns. Look at this pretty pattern. Almost looks like an eye. They both can fly, and they both have 4 stages of life. So here is the butterfly life cycle, and here, you can't see it, I'll move it, is the moth's life cycle. The first stage is the egg. A mother butterfly or moth lays an egg on a leaf, a stem, or another object. The second stage is the larva. This is also called a caterpillar. A caterpillar is sort of like a worm with legs. It eats and grows very quickly. The third stage is the pupa. While inside the pupa, the caterpillar begins to transform into a butterfly or moth. The adult stage is last. The caterpillar has turned into an adult butterfly or moth. The adult has wings, and the wings usually have pretty patterns on them. Look at this pattern at the end with the dots. Ooh, that's beautiful. The adult is able to mate and lay eggs, so then the cycle goes all over again. Isn't this process amazing? Can you think of another insect that have a life cycle that is similar to the moth and the butterfly? Good. Okay, we're going to transition one last time. We are going to review homophones, but before we do, I want you to pause this video, and I want you to find a piece of paper and a pencil because we're going to be writing sentences. Just like we talked about all the way at the beginning with the I can statement, I can write the correct homophones in the sentence stem. So in order to write, you need a pencil and paper. All right, so just to review, a homophone, I know that I don't have my sheet with me because I'm not in the classroom, but a homophone are words that have the same sound but have different meanings. So this week's homophone is where and where. So where is talking about a place. So for example, if I was to ask you where you go to school, that would be asking what place or what school do you go to? And the answer would be Berclair. Where do you go to school? You go to Berclair. In Spanish, it's donde. In Arabic, I don't know. Where would be something, clothes or something that you wear on your body. So for example, I am wearing a shirt or I am wearing shoes. Here we go. I'm looking up where in Arabic. Ready?
Aina.
That's where or donde. You could wear sunglasses or you could wear a watch. So a sentence that I would use with both where and where is the red shirt that you need to wear for the game. All right, so now we're going to practice. All right, so these are the two examples. This is wear as in wearing clothes, and this wear with W-H-E-R is where. So donde. All right. This is where you get out your paper and pencil, and I want you to write which where would finish this sentence. So where is Palma's house? Would it be where as in her clothes or where as in a place? I want you to pause this video and I want you to write on your piece of paper which where would go in this sentence. Where is Palma's house? All right, welcome back. This, if you wrote where as in a place, you are correct because this is asking where a person's house is. And remember, I'm getting really ahead of myself. And remember, this where is a place, whereas this where is clothing. All right, the next sentence is, I should blank my new dress today to the program. Is it where as in clothes or where as in location? So go ahead and pause and write on your piece of paper which where finishes this sentence. All right, if you wrote down the where as in clothes, you are correct. I know that this is where because it's talking about a dress. A dress is something that girls wear. So I know that this is clothing and not a place. All right, the next sentence. Yes, we have more because more practice is good. All right, the sentence is, I wonder where the new bakery is being built. So bakery is a place where they sell food. So is where that goes here, where as in clothes or where as in location? So the sentence is, I wonder where the new bakery is being built. So go ahead and pause me and write which where as in clothes or where as in location that fits in this sentence. All right, if you wrote the location where, as in W-H-E-R-E, you are correct. I know that it's a location because it talks about a bakery. And a bakery is a place that you go to eat some like pastries and food. So it's a location. It's not talking about getting clothes. All right, the last sentence says, Amy decided to wear a coat because it will be cold tonight. So is it where as in clothes or where as in location? The sentence is, Amy decided to wear a coat because it will be cold tonight. So go ahead and write wear or where. Where as in clothes or where as in location. Go ahead and write down on your paper. All right, if you wrote the word wear as in clothes, you are correct. I know that it's wear as in clothes because it's talking about a coat, and a coat is an item of clothing that you wear to keep yourself warm. So we wear it oftentimes in the winter, and it is not a location. All right, my friends, I wanted to thank you so much for coming back today. Again, if you guys are doing activities with your friends or your family or anybody that you're living with, I would love to hear about it. I would love to keep in touch with you guys. I'm just sharing some things that I did with my family this week. So I have a pond kind of where I live, and there was new geese that came, so I wanted to share a picture. So here's the new little goslings, they call it, and here's the mother. The mother wasn't very happy that we were around her, and she was hissing. So if you can kind of see the beak hissing at us, their tongue right there. But they're little goslings, and I figured you guys would think it was cute. And here, this is my sister and I in our backyard. We had a fire because it was really, really nice night out, and we really like being outside, so we decided to hang out outside and have a fire. So again, if you want to send me some pictures, or if you want to send me the words that you wrote in the previous slides about the homophones, or any work that you're doing you want to share with me, here's my email. Or if you want to share it through Class Dojo, Ms. Dabbs and I look at it every day, and I'm in contact with all of the teachers here. So just email me, let me know, keep up with what you're doing. I hope you guys are staying safe, and I really, really miss you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I can't wait till next week, and we keep learning.